Hi, this is Mr. Johns with Unit 5 Test Corrections for 8th grade. And this video is for questions 1 through 6. Mr. Leonard is renting a car for one day. The table below shows the total amount he will be charged for the car based on the number of miles he drives. The question is, which equation best represents C, the number of dollars Mr. Leonard should be charged for driving M miles? So C is the Y variable, and miles M is the X variable. So the equation is Y equals MX plus B. This one would be C equals MM plus B, the second M being for miles. So I have to find the slope and y-intercept. You should have done StatEdit on your calculator. I'm going old school. The y is counting up by 50 cents each time. The x is counting up by 5 miles each time. To find the unit rate, I would do 50 cents divided by 5 miles, and I would find that the unit rate is 10 cents per mile, and the unit rate is also the slope. Then if I go back 5 and back 50 cents, I find that the y-intercept was $30. So the equation is $30 plus 10 cents per mile. A. Question number 2. Pausing for a second. And no. Question number 2 was an easy one. Which scatter plot suggests a linear relationship between x and y? Now sometimes on this it's going to say does not suggest a linear relationship, so you have to read carefully. Well, that's not a line. That's not a line. This one looks pretty linear. I'm pretty sure it's not D. So the correct answer, which scatter plot suggests a linear relationship, is B as in boy. Question 3. Melissa is saving $25 that she earned for washing her mom's car. She earns $10 every week for doing chores, which she also saves. Which function can be used to find T, the amount of money Melissa will have saved at the end of N weeks? So if I made this into a table, it would be N represents weeks. I would have picked W, but they picked N for number of weeks. And T is a variable for money, amount of money she saved. She saved $25 to begin with, and then she saved $10 every week. So after 1 week, it would be $35 because she saved $10 every week. So the equation is $10 every week was the unit rate, so I'm looking for 10N, and she had $25, so it's B. It's not A because that says $25 per week. It's not C because it would have said Melissa took out $25 or lost $25. It doesn't. It says she saved. So the correct answer was B as in boy. Number 4, the key word. Square was the key word. Paul completely covered a square wall using 140 feet of wallpaper without any overlap. Which measurement is closest to the side length of this wall in feet? Wow, easy. Here's the picture of the square wall. The area is 140.5 square feet. And so each side would be the square root of 140.5 feet. And the square root of 140.5 is about 11.85. So I'm picking the closest one to 11.85, which is D, 12 feet. If this were 12, 12 times 12 would be 144, just slightly too large. So the closest one was 12. Number 5 looks pretty easy. It is a proportional relationship. So it's a one-step equation. It is y divided by x. You could also put points in your table. You could put 0, 0, and you could put 2, 10 in your table. You could have put 420 in your table. So you could do stat edit and get the same answer, but 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 20 divided by 4 is also 5. So the equation was A, y equals 5x. And question 6 is the last one for this video. Jamie used a microscope to measure the diameter of a polar bear fur. She found that the diameter of polar bear fur was 0.00000083 meters. How is this number written in scientific notation? Well, I'm going to tell you it's the thickness of polar bear fur, so it has to be something really small. We're just measuring how thick it would be. So the way to do these, make sure you copy carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move the decimal where the value for the base number is between 1 and 10. So it would be after the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 8.3 times 10 to the 5th. And since it's a small number, it would be to the negative 5. Now you could do this with your calculator in scientific mode. On your calculator it would have said 8.3 e negative 5. So you could have done this with your calculator. The problem with doing it with your calculator is you have to remember to get back out of scientific mode. But the correct answer was C as in Charlie.